Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Dayu Karindra. Jadi di sini saya akan mempresentasikan video pembelajaran mengenai sudut pusat dan sudut keliling untuk memenuhi tugas micro teaching tahun 2019. Keep on watching. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, class. So how are you today?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you are fine as well, and also you feel motivated during this class. Because today you will learn about central angle and inscribed angle in circle. Yeah, so before I jump to the material, the benefit if you learn much about this central angle and inscribed angle, because in your national exam, this material will be in there, so you have to master it as well to be the best and to perform the best for your national exam. Okay, so before we start the class today, please pray together. Pray starts from now. Amen. Okay, so let's jump to the material. Okay, so before I jump to the main of material, which is central and inscribed angle, have you remember about this one? Part of circle. So, what is this one? This is
Center of circle.
This is center of circle. And for this one, what is this? This is radius of circle. This is radius. And for this one
Is diameter.
Yes, this one is diameter. And how about this one? This is chord, which is tali busur. As we know in bahasa, is tali busur. And this is jari-jari, and this one is diameter. Okay, so I already refresh your mind about part of circle. So let's jump to the main topic, which is central and inscribed angle. So, definitions of central angle. So this is the central angle that I've mentioned before, and I will name the central angle as AOB. So angle AOB is the central angle. And for the inscribed angle, as you can find in your textbook, which is this one. If I name the inscribed angle as ACP, so ACP angle is the inscribed angle. Okay, so inscribed angle, the definition of it is an angle which vertex this one lies on the circle. So the vertex can be here or anywhere, and the two sides of this one are chord. we know that if AOP, the vertex lies on the center of the circle, right? And the 2 of this one is radius. But in inscribed angle, the vertex is here, lies on the circle, and the 2 sides of it are chord. So that's the difference between central angle and inscribed angle in definitions. So AOB and ACB is intercept with the same arc, which is what arc? This one?
AOB.
AOP and ACB intercept with the same arc, which is AB.
Oh.
Yeah. So because of that, because of they intercept with the same arc, which is AB,
Okay.
so there is a relation between central angle and inscribed angle. And you have to find out the relation between them by yourself, by the experiment after this. And after that, you have to make a list. Consists of this is number of the circle, and you will have 4 experiment of circle. So each circle will have different degree of central angle and inscribed angle. So you list the degree, and after that you will have conclusions. What is the relationship between central angle and inscribed angle? And you have to discuss it with your friend, and then you answer the questions that I already give to you in the worksheet. Okay, so let's start the activity. Okay, so the first step is make sketch of 4 circle with random length of radius using compass. Cut circle neatly with the scissors. Okay, so you make 2 and I make 2.
Okay. With random size?
Yes, random. Right now, I want to present about my individual task to you. So, from the given AOP, which is central angle, it is 90 degree, and the BCA, the degree of BCA is 45 degree, and because of it intercept with the same arc, which is AB, so it means that central angle is 2 times degree of inscribed angle. And for the second and the third circle, we know also that the central angle is always 2 times degree of inscribed angle. So that's my hypothesis in my individual task.
So I have 4 circles in here. The first circle is the KL and M. The central angle is 45 degree, and then for the inscribed angle is 22.5 degree. So the second angle is the circle of P, Q and R. The central angle is 130 degree, and then the inscribed angle is 65 degree. And the third circle is the circle of A, B, and C. The central angle is 25 degree, and then the inscribed angle is 12.5 degree. So this is the last circle, is the circle of BCD. The central angle is 145, and then the inscribed angle is 72.5 degree. So we can conclude that the degree of central angle is always 2 times of described angle.
So from the individual worksheet, especially last figure, mention the name of central angles and inscribed angles that can be found. So from the worksheet, for the last figure, the central angle is we know that the central angle is MON. And the inscribed angle is NAM and NBM. So from the questions 1, we obtained that central angle is MON, angle MON, and for the inscribed angle there are 2, which is angle NAM and angle NBM. Okay.
Number 2. 2 of inscribed angle and central angle intersect the same arc, which is, so from this circle, we can obtain that the same arc will be the arc M and then the arc N. So the intercept arc will be the arc M and arc N.
Based on your opinion, what's the relation between 2 inscribed angles that intercept the same arc? We know that from the previous number 1 and number 2, the inscribed angle are NAM and NBM, and they intercept the same arc, which is arc MN. So that's why NAM and NBM will have the same degree, in my opinion, since they intercept the same arc, which is MN. So NAM and NBM will have the same degree because they intercept the same arc.
4. Suppose if you want to make random degree of new inscribed angle that intercept arc MN, how is the relationship between the new inscribed angle with the previous inscribed angle? So let's see, we have these 2 arcs, the AM and NBM. So I will draw the arc A here and then B here. So we have the angle NBM and then the NAM. So let's say if I draw a new arc, which is arc C. So the relationship between the last angle will have the same angle because it is intersect the same arc, which is the arc M and arc N.
How many new inscribed angle that can be made as long as they intercept arc MN? We know that from my mate's previous presentations, he made the new angle, which is NCM, from the new points, which is point C. And we know that there are so many points in this circle. So the answer is you can make an infinity points as long as they intercept arc MN, and it will be equal as the previous inscribed angle, NEM and NDM, for the degree, because it still intercept arc MN.
Question number 6. How is the relation between all the inscribed angle? So, the relation between all the inscribed angle is they will be half. The inscribed angle will be half the central angle. Whenever you draw the new arc, as long as it intersects the same arc, which is arc N and arc N.
Okay, for the last questions, number 7, for the find or prove any source that support your conclusions, I will make it as your homework, and as your homework that you will present in front of class tomorrow, and I will help you to answer, to make a conclusions of what we've been learning today. So what we've been learning today, the first one is we make the inscribed and central angle, and we use our own protractor, and we use random size, right? Random degree of central and also the inscribed angle as well. And also from the relationship between central and inscribed angle, the central is always the central is always 2 times degree of the inscribed angle. Means that central angle is always bigger than inscribed angle. And all the inscribed angle will have the same degree if they are intercept with the same arc. Nah, that's all of the conclusions that we've been learning today. And maybe anyone have questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so please do your homework to browse any source that support your conclusions. You can find it in internet or find from your textbook, material book, up to you. But you have to present it tomorrow morning, and you have to write and collect it to me. Thank you, class. That's all I want to say, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.